This is crazy. Don't forget. Don't forget. I must stop him. Focus.
Not since the movie Child's Play first came out have I ever really been terrified. Luckily in 2010, a game was released to plant its horror seed in my subconscious. Amnesia: The Dark Descent is a game for masochists. You have to know by now with all the hype that by playing this title, you're in for a pants-shitting time. It's built on being psychologically terrifying. Amnesia comes from Nightmare makers Frictional Games, developers of the Penumbra series, which carries the same amount of terror and sleepless nights as this title. Somewhere there's a poor person trapped in a room at Frictional Games being shown horrifying pictures to determine what exactly will grip us with terror. You wake up as Daniel, at least you think so, and spend your game walking through the castle trying to kill this crazy asshole who's apparently weak and waiting for you to stab him to death. Unfortunately, he has this shadow that's following you and ready to hug you to death. I know he's not hugging you, it just helps me sleep easier thinking the monster just wants a little love. Amnesia's plot is surprisingly well thought out and fitting. It's easy to just blaze through the notes you encounter, but when you take the time to read them, a more rounded view of the protagonist's world opens up. For that reason, I'm leaving this mystery for you to solve.
Don't be afraid, Daniel. I can't tell you why, but know this. I choose to forget.
There's something about a survival horror game that takes away all of your defenses and presents you with a realistic life expectancy that I just love. It's like Adventures of the Normal People. When I pick up a saw blade, one might think I could slash that thing through the air and decapitate whatever's following me. No. No, no. You hold it like someone who's never seen a saw blade before or has any concept of what a weapon is, and when you toss it, the result is laughable. Objects are meant for stacking and environment puzzles, not for defense. A closet is your defense. Believe me, I got about 40 minutes into this title and resigned myself to sitting in a wardrobe for the rest of Daniel's life. So in Amnesia, you'll be solving those environment puzzles and searching for various items that will allow you to progress further into the castle until you finally reach the inner sanctum. If you're new to PC gaming or haven't had a chance to play Penumbra, you might be more familiar with the GameCube title Eternal Darkness, a game that also incorporates a sanity meter. Amnesia's take involves injury to your physical being when your brain spends too much time in the dark. You can use tinder to light torches and candles and pull out a lantern with limited amount of oil. Limited is the best way to describe beneficial items in this game. It's easy to waste away everything you have and realize shortly thereafter how fucked you are. Exploration will yield more tinder and oil, but it's nowhere near anything resembling too much. Some puzzles have multiple solutions, which allows this game to feel more freeform than it actually is, but you won't be focusing on multiple solutions. You'll be too worried about what might come through a door and kill you. When you encounter a monster, good luck keeping it together. With Daniel's panting and the ambient noise combined with the awful sounds the creature makes, it's tough just to stand still and wait for the moment and the monster to pass. The water monster is probably the worst. You can tell it's standing there, waiting for you to stumble off of the box and fall into the water so it can maul you to death. In my Jaws review, I mentioned my hate for water, and this just pushes me over the edge. Never in my life has a game made me feel like I was going to throw up, but Amnesia wins that award. You genuinely feel alone in this game. Everything feels wrought with the potential to pop out and scare you, but Amnesia spends a long time drawing out the period prior to you seeing anything at all, and in doing so empowers the overall experience. It's full of nightmares, definitely not for the faint of heart, and has earned a following of gamers who attest to the quality of this game. After playing Amnesia, I have a distinct lingering feeling of uneasiness, which just means this game got to me. It takes a lot to do that, and even playing in a room that's fully lit, knowing what's coming my way, Amnesia still makes me hate life. You can try to alleviate the mood by reading a walkthrough or watching Let's Plays of this title, but you're doing the overall design a disservice. Knowing as little as possible going into this game is the best way to enjoy it, if you can even call it that.